impossible has happened.
Let's let our fist do the talking. Which of us stands for justice? Let's fight and see.
Don't miss out on the enjoyment of a lifetime. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Beyond.
Take this one, you're mine.
One of the largest fighting game mods ever, designed for fans, by fans.
Are you ready? Go for full throttle!
Featuring 36 Marvel and Capcom characters with a refreshing art style.
You've been naughty.
Breathe new life into your characters and combos with visuals never seen before. Some will have completely new graphical overhauls.
Now this is what I call fun! By the hoary hosts of heaven! Unyielding? Justice! I won't surrender!
Discover interesting possibilities with redesigned color palettes.
That's what will be ready!
Let's play again sometime.
And others exciting and unique alternate costumes.
On it! Who'd be dumb enough to step on this? It's fight time! Here we go!
Gameplay has been updated. Enjoy characters, unique new tools.
Don't give up! Time for overkill! Grenade launcher!
Wait, is that the Infinity Gauntlet?
Souls the binds the power soul! The galaxy is mine! Haste and eternity of pain! Cosmic fall!
Stages have been given an update. Nods and Easter eggs to the Versus series are abound. Experience gameplay like never before with thrilling tag team modes. Customized voices, sounds, and incredible music tracks never heard before.
The machine is the supreme fight! Die! Die!
Clench your teeth! There you go! Watch your pain ain't over here! Unyielding justice!
All entirely free! Survive the uncanny adventure!
Do you think you can defeat us?
Don't miss one of the most unique tag team fighting games ever! It's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Beyond!
What's up? So how hype is that? It's finally out. I'm so happy. This is seriously something I've wished for a while. If you've followed a lot of the comments related to that game on YouTube, a lot of people would come in and dump on that game, and it's not perfect. And honestly, I wrote it off in the beginning too, mainly because of how ugly it is. It's just, the original art style's hideous. It's so bad. And that actually made me, and a lot of people it seems, not play it. And when I went back and made videos on it, you know, it was, the game had been dead for a few years, and I did a video on all the super moves. You can find it on the YouTube channel. And when I was going through and playing it, and then doing the Marvel vs. Capcom bosses, played it, and I'm like, you know what? This game's actually pretty fun. It looks ugly, but it's fun. And in the comments, I said multiple times, if they would just make it look good, it would probably make a lot more people play it. So here we are, and thankfully this was because Maximilian Dude had he had the mind to come up with this idea, the power to assemble a team willing to work on this and talented enough. And they basically went back in time and righted the wrongs of this game and made it a reality. And that makes me happy deep in my soul now. And on top of that, this mod is only, it's under 8 gigabytes of space. See what I did there? By the way, has anybody ever put this on and not done that? Probably not. So that's where we're at now. So it technically came out yesterday. I think it got delayed. It was a little bit late. And I didn't actually try to install it till today. I could not get it to work. And I finally did. I don't know what my issue was. I'll go over a very quick tutorial on how to install this. In theory, it's beyond easy to install. It's super easy. I think something may have been wrong with my base files to the game. The install I had was totally untouched, but it came from I'm trying to remember. I think it came from my Steam Deck. If you have multiple copies of Steam running on your network, you can see the other copy and it's like, oh hey, I'll just transfer this over on the local network and save bandwidth, which is cool, but I think something may have gotten messed up in translation. So I had to delete everything, download it from scratch, which is probably what I would recommend. But anyways, it's working. We'll get into that. I'm just glad it's working because it looks so good. I actually avoided playing it fully. I spent like a minute in training mode just to make sure everything works and the game won't crash. So I'm gonna load that up in just a second. After going through a quick tutorial. Let me find that here. Let's see. And please let me know. Yep, 11. Let me know if there's any audio issues. I'm streaming on Windows, which I typically don't do. I just got a new computer. And it's a whole thing. But if you hear any audio issues, please let me know. Okay, I'm just gonna flip it over here for just a second. So, let's say you just downloaded the game, and we got the mod extracted here. So really all you would do, you have two ways to do this. You can go to the here on the library page here, manage, browse local files, or you can right click it here on the left menu, same thing, manage, browse local files. And when you do that, that's going to bring up the game directory inside of Steam. And all you do is take the one you downloaded, and you make sure the directories match. So this one's the extracted version, and so you get the README and MVCI. So you would just copy this from the extracted folder into the main folder, and then just copy over everything. And for some reason mine kept crashing. It looked like, I actually looked at the log files, it did not like the training stage for some reason, and I think that was just some kind of, I don't know, like some kind of glitch with the file system. And anyway, once I uninstalled the game, and I actually went into the folder here too, like if you go into your actual Steam apps. Oh, sorry. Sorry if that was too loud. So the Steam apps, if you go in here, go back one directory, you see all your games. Even though I uninstalled it, it didn't totally remove the infinite files, so I actually had to delete that. And then from there, like this was gone, I hit install, and did this, and then I just did the same thing, opened up local files, copied this over. Once I did that, it worked. So there must have been something with my original MVCI folder that I don't know, something must have been corrupted, I don't know. Anyways, you could try it right off the bat, install it, see if it works. And if it doesn't, I say just delete everything, you know, related to that game, and just install it fresh. I think I'm just guessing, so mine has bounced around several computers. Something just must have corrupted. That's all I can figure. But anyways, that's enough talk about the game. Let's look at the game. Let me get it up and running here. Have you played Marvel vs. Capcom Collection? Yes, I have. I'm so glad that that came out. That's something else I've said in the comments on my channel for a while. If they need to bring a collection out so people can check it out. I believe a lot of people missed out. You know, younger people especially missed out on that. And even, you know, back in the day, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, that never got a good home release outside of the Japanese Saturn import, which is a great version. It actually has some things that the arcade version doesn't have. Like you can pick Cyber Akuma. Hey, what's up, science fiction? And what else does it have? I mean, the main thing is you can pick Cyber Akuma, and it has why am I drawing a blank? The Norimaru, and he is not present in the American arcade release. He is present on the Japanese Saturn import, and it's got Cyber Akuma. Anyways, so the Saturn version was the only good one. Actually, X-Men versus Street Fighter also, like, you know, it came out on the PlayStation, but it was terrible. And you know, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2 are kind of hard. You know, kind of hard to find for Dreamcast. They, you know, they came out kind of at the tail end of the system. Yeah, and Children of the Atom, that was awesome too. Also, best versions on the Saturn. Actually, I had a Saturn instead of a PlayStation, and I do not regret that at all, because all I wanted to do was play the Capcom games. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna take a drink. Sorry, been down with the sickness. my voice is still not 100%. All right. Well, what I just hit there. Never wanted to. You know, I really didn't care about the PlayStation. I wasn't ready to go into 3D yet. I was still in the 2D games, so I think the Saturn was perfect. Yeah, exactly. Saturn was my system too. The only thing, it's funny, I actually did end up, I had 2 PlayStation games and I didn't have a console. I had Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha and Rival Schools. So I think I got those when I was in college, so I played them on emulator. And then John, my brother, he eventually got a PS1, so I could, you know, I could play those whenever, but, you know, that's really all I had. See if I can get this to start and cooperate. Now that I'm streaming, watch the damn thing crash. But yeah, this was definitely working earlier. I spent way too long trying to make this happen. It's in a window. Let me go in the game menu here and full screen it. I mean, it depends on what kind of games you like. I mean, obviously the PS1 had a...
Marvel versus
Capcom.
Capcom.
Sorry, I'm just going to mute that first. Well, it doesn't matter. The microphone's going to pick it up. Let's see. Anyway, yeah. I mean, the PlayStation definitely had a longer life and more variety, but the Saturn had it had the specific games I wanted. But most of those were imports. I was very lucky that we had a game store not far away that got those. They stocked those and didn't gouge the prices. see. Okay, here we go. That's everything. Make sure I didn't break the game. Turn this down a little. Let me know if anything is too loud. Okay, so let's just admire this for a second. So they redid the whole menu. They redid the music. I love all this art. That one's amazing. So I don't play this game. I haven't played it extensively because I mean when I got into it, it was a dead game. But speaking of the Saturn, I really love Vampire Savior, aka Darkstalkers 3, and Jeddah is really good in that game. I mean, to me, I don't know how he ranks on a tier list or whatever, but Jeddah's fun. And so as soon as I saw the trailer of this game, not the mod, but the original game, and saw, like, holy crap, they actually put Jeddah in it, I was so excited. He looks so ugly, but this art right here is very, very amazing. And actually, that's the team I use. I use Jeddah and Dormammu. Let's see, so 1,000 Eyes. How do I buy MVC Beyond? Well, the cool thing is the mod itself is free. You just have to purchase the base game. And the lead in the Jason's question here, this does not work on consoles. It's only PC. So you need to buy the Steam version. If you're watching the VOD, if you're watching this later, I'm going to have links in the description. I'll pin a comment to all the links to the games. And right now, like, I think it's very close to ending. Right now is the time to get this game because I believe the deluxe version with all the DLC and everything, it's like $12 or something right now. It could be less, so I'll have to double up, but I'll have that in the description. It's cheap, so if you want to do this, buy it now. But it's only PC, so it will not work on consoles, and I don't think that's going to change. Let's see, I'll go through I love this 2D art. So a lot of these people, I know a few of them. I follow them on Twitter, I believe. So this one, God, I'm so bad with names. Hang on, I gotta pull up Twitter just to. I don't want to get this guy's name wrong. He did. I know he did the art for the gender swapped Game Grump stuff. What was his name? Oh yeah, D Slugs. David Lu's his real name. Why could I not remember that? Like, he draws the Space Maria stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is his art. If I'm not confusing people, I can't remember who everybody is off the top of my head, but these are all people. They share their stuff on Twitter. Definitely dig into the credits and see who all worked in this game. There's a lot of people. Again, Maximilian put this together. And 1,000 Eyes has a good question here. He's asking, so if you're going to buy this for PC, should I get MVCI or MVCI Deluxe? I would probably get the Deluxe because it has all of the characters. Some of these were DLC. I don't remember who specifically. Venom was definitely DLC. Venom, Sigma, Black Widow. I don't remember who's DLC and who wasn't, but even the DLC characters are modded, so I would probably get the Deluxe just to get everything, and it's just a few bucks more. But yeah, this looks so good. Really like that one too. You know, that's one thing that kind of puzzled me about this game. So a lot of people call it MCU versus Capcom because the aesthetic of the game, it definitely made it look like the movies versus the comics, which Marvel 3 looked like the comics. So it was, to me, that was very confusing. And so Gamora, for whatever reason, she looked more like the comics than the MCU, while other ones looked like MCU. So it was, I didn't really understand the the variance between characters. Like, just make them all look like comics, because this is what this mod fixes. Everything. Look here. Let me just go in the. I can look at the models themselves. And oh yeah, so Thousand Eyes also asking, does Steam have free online play? Yes. So you don't have to have any kind of service like PSN or Xbox Live to play online. It's all, I guess, peer-to-peer. Which does bring up another good point. So I don't know if, as far as playing online, for the best experience, you probably want to play other people that have the mods installed. I think they'll still kind of work, but they also, you know, actually, let me pull this up real quick. Hang on, I'm just going to silence this. I'm going to pull up the actual mod website. Get it fit correctly here. Screen. Okay, so here's the actual website. Got the trailer, download links, so all the good stuff's on here. Which that's a good point too. So like once you have the game, MVCIB.com, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Beyond. This is where you want to go. There's Mediafire and Nexus mods. You have two options. Honestly, I would make a Nexus mods account and download it there. So whenever they update this, if you just sign in the Nexus mods, it'll show like, hey, that mod you downloaded has been updated. And it's an easy way to keep track of it and not have to follow things around. You know, if they announce it on Twitter and you miss it, that way you're not using an old version. So it's pretty basic. Again, I kind of ran through this. It's so easy to install this mod. I mentioned it earlier. If you missed, you know, if you go back and watch the VOD, I'll probably edit out a video actually. And so Thousand Eyes is asking, my computer only has an RTX 4060. Is that good enough to play MVC? How old is that? I've mainly been like a console / Apple user, so like I've had it. Mine runs fine on the Steam Deck, so I don't know how that compares. I don't know if Science Fiction knows. He's probably more up to date on hardware. I mean, a 4060 is pretty recent, isn't it? Like if it's something with 8 gigs of RAM, I would assume that it's more than enough to handle it. Okay, 4060 is overkill. Okay. See, I've not bought an NVIDIA card. You know what? I've never bought an NVIDIA card. I think I may have had a TNT, you know, back in the 90s. But yeah, I've always had, I had Voodoo cards up until they went out. And then, yeah, every card I've bought since then is just, it's been, well, ATI originally, but it's always been ATI or AMD. And it's not really brand loyalty. It was just, back when I was PC only, I got the ATI All-in-Wonder just so I could have TV on it. And then where I'm an Apple user, this is if you're using Apple stuff, you're kind of limited to only AMD products. You know, if you want anything modern, and even then you're still restricted. But yeah, so yeah, Thousand Eyes, it runs on the Steam Deck fine. So you know, if you have something that's, you know, made, yeah, this is a 7-year-old game. It came out for PS4 and Xbox One, so it's not a very demanding game. But yeah, let me sorry, I kind of got on a tangent there. So just to go down this, you know, what we're looking at. So it tells you how to install it. It does have some new game modes, and these are offline only, unfortunately. So you have to have, you know, your friends with you. I assume something like Parsec may work. I don't know how I've never used that. I don't know how bad the lag is. And, you know, you may be able to see it on the screen here. It's pretty, pretty restrictive. Like you got to plug in the controllers a certain way, and you can't configure 2 of the 4. But it looks really fun. If anybody's played Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which I know is another hated game, you know, take the gems and the DLC handling out. That was actually a really fun game, and one of the things I liked about Street Fighter Cross Tekken was the cross fever mode. So that was 2-on-2, all 4 on the screen at the same time, like Mugen style. And so they added this. Max was showing it off. That looks really fun. I want to get some friends together and try that. And 1,000 eyes. So I just bought MVCI Deluxe. How do I go beyond? So if you can see it here, I'll put it in the chat real quick. You want to go to MVCIB.com. And then you've got the 2 options there. You've got Mediafire if you don't want to make an account for anything, and then Nexus Mods. Nexus Mods is pretty awesome. I would advise using that one and make an account, because they also host the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 mods, and those have gotten a lot easier to manage. I have a tutorial on my channel on how to do the Marvel 3 mods. The main thing that's changed is everything is on Nexus Mods now, for the most part. They used to be on Game Banana. But as the name implies, Nexus Mods is now the Nexus. And the big thing that surprised me, so is this mod compatible with arcade and story modes? Yes, both modes are fully playable. That is a problem with Marvel 3 and those mods. You have to be careful. Like the tournament pack, a lot of the characters will break arcade mode, so you have to be selective on Marvel 3 which ones you use. But Marvel Infinite, you know, just play them. That's awesome. And the biggest thing, they added balance changes. This is so if you've wanted to play with the balance changes, this has actually been up on Nexus Mods since I think like April of this year. It didn't affect the graphics, but the balance mods have been downloadable separate. And now that I say that, I wonder if that's what broke my game. I wonder if I had those installed and don't remember. But I don't think I actually installed them on. Definitely not on this computer, because this one's new. So I don't know what happened to me. So if it doesn't work the first try, don't despair. It took me three rounds of installing this to make it work. And I didn't do anything wrong on my end. There's something wrong on my computer side that just made it not cooperate. And let's see, combo counter, character artwork. Okay, so again, this is version 1.0. They just put it out, so there may be bugs. It may not work perfectly. All right, now where did the game go? There it is. We'll test this out. So I didn't really, oh yeah, so science fiction. Yeah, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, I loved that game. But they ruined it, at least from a mainstream standpoint, with those stupid gems and not having a way to turn the gems off and making you pay money for those gems. And then the, hiding all the DLC on disc and making you pay for it. That was a little dirty. Yeah, so 7.5 gigs. So, I mean, the base game itself's pretty big. I think it's like 50 gigs or something, 40 to 50. Hey, Colossal Cactus, thank you for the follow. I like that name. All right. Yeah, that is. It's not gigantic by today's standards, but 7.5 gigs. I'm pretty sure that's bigger than Marvel 3, like the whole game. All right, turn my music off. Switch it back to the game. I may do an arcade playthrough. Just soak it in. Soak it in while our friends jump up and down on the bed. Wow, so they've totally redone all of the character artwork. Select screen's totally different. This is awesome. We got the comic book logos. Oh, I like it. Colossal Cactus. Is that a Mingo? Yes, a Mingo's in here. He's waiting to tag in. Oh, I'm liking this. I like the I like they got the logos. Are you playing with controller, fight stick? Fight stick. Let me see if I can get it on screen here. I've got the Hori Real Arcade Pro 4. This is the PS4 one. It's actually I need to replace a few parts in it. It's a little worn out. But I mean it's fine for playing arcade mode. Neutral. You like using Morgan? I've not used her much in this game itself though, so I don't know all the changes and nuances that she has in this version. But yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this artwork. I will say, if you don't have a fight stick, this is probably the easiest or the most controller-friendly version of Marvel vs. Capcom. That's probably, in a way, that's what got me playing this one a little more, because I installed it on my Steam Deck. And I play Marvel 3 on it some, but it's very hard. And the controller on the Steam Deck, it works perfectly. And this one, where it's only four attack buttons, they're all, you know, all the controllers have those on the face buttons. Yeah, I'm liking the art.
I am the beginning and the end.
Let's see. I usually play with his robot armor, but let's keep him default. See how he looks. Dormammu. We'll do the same. 1009, who's up to challenge me? Yeah, we'll look at it. We might see if arcade mode, I mean versus mode is working online. Let's put it on very hard, because this game is pretty. The CPU is pretty easy on this one. Really, if you put it on very hard, it just makes Sigma insanely hard, and it doesn't change the rest too much. And as you can see here, like they were saying, not all of the character art is finished, especially so Gamora and Strider have, that's their DLC alternate costumes.
You are like a delicate rose blossoming moment.
It's funny, there's a little glitch there. You saw Jetta underneath.
I'll fight by
Yeah, same as
to hear you.
Strider. Funny.
Who will come out on top? Ready?
I love watching you run.
Oops. I'm playing with the controller too much on the Steam Deck.
You cannot withstand.
Yeah, it is lagging a little bit. I don't know if it's maybe something I've got set. I don't know here. Yeah, I'm dropping combos.
You cannot withstand.
I like how they changed the UI at all. It's way more comic booky.
You cannot withstand.
Yeah, it may be coming across a little more laggy on the stream. It's not bad. I don't know if it's the mod itself. I mean, it's totally playable. And it may be where it's the first time I've run it. I don't know if this thing has to load some shaders or what. Yeah, I haven't played it in a little bit. I'm getting reacclimated here. But yeah, it looks so much better. And from what I understand, they are not done with it. Like it can only get better. All right. Couldn't find my buttons. Okay. It messed me up a little. I didn't have my tag crash or the
You shall live on as part of me.
what do you call it? The stone button in the right place. Wow. This looks so much better. And it's crazy they did this with, you know, they didn't really change the assets. They just changed the way the engine renders everything. Colossal Cactus. Sorry, I missed that comment. I wonder what they did to Firebrand. Yeah, I'll definitely... That's a good question. I want to go through... when I finish this playthrough, we'll take a look at all the character models. It's loading pretty slowly, so there must be something to that. The first time you load it...
No two-bit heel's gonna push me around.
Yeah, there's something... That could be a me thing, I don't know. Man, I keep messing the combo up.
You cannot withstand. Be consumed. Enter the banquet of the abyss.
That doesn't do a whole lot of damage, it just looks cool. Oh yeah, so something... Hagar reminded me, probably the biggest change I noticed in the changelog, command throws remove all red health. that was the biggest thing I noticed. Firebrand's your best carry. Yeah, Firebrand's cool. I've used him a little in this one. I like playing the Firebrand and Arthur theme. But yeah, I really liked Firebrand in Marvel 3, so that got me using him. He's a little different in this one, so I'm not quite as good with Infinite. There we go. The muscle memory's coming back. Oh, I didn't even notice till just now, so this is, we got the Rad Spencer Bionic Commando, not the, Y-Farm Dreadlock Bionic Commando. Much improved. Man, everything, just the UI alone looks so much better. Especially in motion.
What would you like me to burn next?
The music. So much better. Can't wait till they have it really dialed in. You know, have all the portraits and everything. So like you can see Spider-Man right there. I guess he's well, yeah, that's that's a DLC costume, the Superior Spider-Man. So they don't have portrait art for that yet. Yeah, the comic shading, just the whole look, it just looks so good.
Get back! Ready!
Now, I think I saw people complaining. I was reading Twitter and everything, like, you know, about bugs and stuff. It sounds like Frank West might bog the game down at some points. I'm not noticing it right now. First impressions, man, it's amazing. It's so much better. Like, as I was doing the mod for the game, and something I may put in, like if I make a tutorial video, something if you have the space that you may want to do is you can make like a something you may want to do is duplicate the game, and you can add the modded, like basically you could add the modded copy as a second game and say it's a non-Steam game. That way Steam won't try to update it. And you know, in case, it sounds like Capcom's like unofficially cool with this, but just to make sure they don't do an update that breaks anything. And you have an untouched copy of the game if you do still play this, because the online is going to be different. But yeah, first impressions, this is great. So what I was getting at is, I was thinking about, you know, making a duplicate copy, that way I can still play the regular version, but after playing this, I don't want to play the regular version. This is my version now.
You cannot withstand.
So, did you ever play Bionic Commando for the 360? Very briefly. So John, my brother, he had it. I played it for a little bit, and I'm just like, this is stupid. And when he told me about the wife was in his arm, I was like, okay. Woo, over 100. Oops, I'm trying to reflect his web back. How do I shot web? Oh well. But yeah, I mean, the game looked okay. The story of the Bionic Commando reboot just sounded silly. Seemed neutral. What characters would you like to see in the next Marvel vs. Capcom? Honestly, as long as I see a next Marvel vs. Capcom, that's enough right there. I feel like some of the characters got gypped by being put in this game. Jeddah would be probably my number one. Like, do him right, please. But I want to see some of the characters that got left out, like Cyclops, which the Marvel 3 mod community, they've done a good job picking characters to put in. Like The Thing, you've got some Fantastic Four characters. I was a little disappointed Super Skrull was left out of this one. Honestly, everybody I used in Marvel 3 is not in this game. I usually pick either... probably the one I use the most is Wolverine, Super Skrull, and Taskmaster. And then, if I didn't use them, it would be Wesker, on point or Shumagorath, and none of those characters are in this game. So that was another reason why I didn't really get into it. So I would love to see all of those characters come back. And my god, these guys are wrecking me. Yeah, Carnage would be cool. The Carnage mod on Marvel 3 is pretty fun. Oh yeah, MODOK. I'd like to see MODOK come back. He at least made a cameo in here. The movie did him dirty. I know. He was so goofy in Ant-Man. Quit doing stuff, Hulk. Every time I touch him, he disappears. Yeah, Shuma's hard. I mean, he just makes me laugh, basically. I've used him since Marvel Superheroes. And I actually main him in Marvel 2. That Hulk is wrecking me. No, Spiral is not in this one. So this came out during the Disney Fox pettiness feud. So a lot of the X-Men characters are not in this game. I have to look at the. I'm trying to remember who's actually in this game. I don't even know if we have any X-Men in this game, come to think about it. So I think pretty much all of the characters that were related to Fox are not in this game. So like, that would probably explain why Super Skrull, he's a Fantastic Four character, why he's not in it. You know, then no Fantastic Four at all. No mention. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any X-Men in this game. It's all... Yeah, Vero, yeah, so none. Yeah, this one's devoid of X-Men. But yeah, I know Wolverine is definitely not in it, which upset a lot of people when it got announced, so... I'm curious to see how far this mod goes. I mean, they may be able to start adding characters in at some point. Like, it's been amazing with Marvel 3 how many people got added into this. And they've been able to... at least on the Marvel 3 mods, what they've been able to do is... Crap, I was trying not to drop that combo. What they've been able to do is take out some of the assets from this game, like Ultron's in Marvel 3, from, you know, the mod version. And I don't understand exactly how it works, but they've been able to get a lot of the animations out of these games and import them into the other games. Crap. I'll fly over that. Let's see, Blackheart and Mephisto in this one. No. Damn, Venom. No, they are not in this one. Oh, yeah. I was like, where's my button? Ultron's mean in this one. Damn, Venom does some damage too. Yeah, no Mephisto, no Blackheart, no Blade. This one's very heavy on the movie characters. I think that was dictated a lot of what got put in this game. Sorry, I ignored chat there for a second. Yeah, the anti-venom. The anti-venom skin, that's actually DLC. That's that they didn't. I mean, they made it look better, but that was in the game. Rod, they have tutorials on how to download and use the mods. I went over it a little bit earlier. If you're watching on YouTube, it's earlier in the stream. I'm going to try to put out a tutorial video. I'll upload it to the channel. But this one is so easy. I'll go over it again, but the main thing, you need to own the game on Steam. I would recommend the deluxe version just so you have all the DLC, and it's cheap right now. Thousand Eyes just bought it. Can you confirm what the price of the deluxe version was? It's something like 13 bucks tops. I can't remember what it's going for now. But you basically just download the mod MVCIB.com, and you just drag and drop it into your Steam, well, the Steam files of the game, and it's on the website too. But it's not perfect. Like, even with Marvel 3, like, sometimes I'll install stuff and it just does not work, and I don't know what causes those problems. It might take more than one try.
No need for the tactics of flesh. Be engulfed by the darkness.
Yeah, this looks, yeah. Killer Koala. Like that name. Yeah, it looks so good. I'm also playing on very hard, so I forgot Sigma is a monster on this one. If you put it on very hard, you're basically just affecting him. So you can wipe out a character in one combo. Crap. Damn it. I was hoping he would hit me with that super. Even if you block it, it takes off so much damage. Crap. Yeah, Sigma's a monster on the hardest difficulty. Oh, so Thousand Eyes says $12. So that's how much the deluxe version is right now. So definitely get it. Oh yeah, Killer Koala. Yeah, got you on Steam. Awesome. See Colossal Cactus. Yeah. Shuma Gorath is weird. Some of these characters are weird too. Like Strider's got some weird issues too. So yeah, he's a Conan the Barbarian character that's kind of popped up. And he was in the Doctor Strange movie. I think they called him Titano or something. I can't remember. I don't think they said his name in the movie, but the toys had a different name. Awesome. Yeah, I recognize you now, Walla. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, it's so much better now that it looks good. And I've said that for years in my comments. People will come in and, you know, dump all over this game, which I understand it's ugly, but if you give it a chance, it's not ugly now, but well, that was ugly. If you give it a chance, like the actual gameplay, it's really fun. And I may be mistaken. I think Maximilian, I think he ranked this as his. He may have ranked this as his favorite Marvel vs. Capcom game. Don't kill me. That's not what I meant to do, but okay. Damn it. Yeah, he's so hard on very hard mode. He's got a few ways to pretty much touch and death you. Try him again here. Dropping the combos doesn't help either. Keep dropping the combos. Do I have to keep downloading the zip files every time an update comes out? If you do it on Gamer Nexus or Nexus mods, I believe it depends on how they upload them, but a lot of times they'll have update downloads, so it's just the actual update files, and you don't have to do the whole zip every time. But it really depends on the modder. I would think where it's so big that they'll try to do that. There we go. Awesome.
What would you like me to burn next?
It's still seeing them move around. It's amazing how they got them to look so good just by changing the engine.
Only one team will be left standing.
All the new music's so much better. I can't wait till they upgrade update all the portrait modes. Portraits, like the Versus ones here, like Ultron Sigma. That's still the default one. And he's not too hard. He is a freaking damage sponge in this game. Especially when you, I think all it does when you put it on very hard, it like doubles his HP. It's ridiculous.
You cannot withstand.
Oops, that is the worst case scenario.
You cannot withstand.
withstand.
Contemptuous fool, we will erase you! We will end everything! Inferior creature!
Oh, I got so lucky there. I jumped right into that. Even though I was blocking, it takes off the ton. Let's see. Now I've got my controls. I think right now, I guess they're the default. Like the. I'll hold it up and show it, but it's like you know, the top two are punch, bottom two are kick, and then I've got the tag and gym buttons. My gym button's actually messed up. It's these Hori ones. The Hori joysticks have like a weird layout. So like R1 and L1 are on the top. But after I finish him here, I'll hold it up and explain, I guess.
You cannot withstand.
Oops. Yeah, that's what keeps messing me up. I can't find my soulstone button. I don't even know he can call out a drone at this point. When he brings those blade hands out, you're like in the final phase. It's going a little slow. I've never actually seen the drone come out then. Damn it, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Here we go. That totally messed me up. Well, crap. I was gonna say we're okay. That messed me up. I thought I activated my gem and I tagged. Alright, I got... Let me look real quick. I think I can change the settings when I pause. But the way I normally have it set, so here's the joystick. Got light punch, heavy punch, light kick, heavy kick. And then I have tag and gem typically. And by default, because this joystick's weird layout, it's got my gem over there and I keep missing it. So I'm gonna pause it right here and see if it'll let me change that. Okay. A little less ugly now. Say that as I get rocked.
Contemptuous fool, he will erase you!
Oh, didn't expect that to kill me. Okay.
Burn to death! Behold the darkness! Take round target locked!
Get him in the right cycle before I come back. Oh man, I forgot. Totally messed that up. I didn't realize I had a level 3 on Dormammu. Noticed just then, so they haven't redone all of the music, you know, covers or whatever they're doing with most of them. I just noticed a little while ago this one, they've actually got the Marvel 3 Dormammu music, which is much better. I mean, honestly, all the Marvel 3 music's better. If they just do that, it's an improvement. Alright, let's see if we can not mess this up. Normally Sigma, or Ultron Omega is not too bad. He just has so much health. And that does give a lot of opportunity, like if you're not paying attention. So I started late there and I messed up. Got his drones again.
No need for the traffic to flex.
Yeah, the Dante theme's really good. I'm not... hang on, I'm trying not to screw up here. Never mind, I screwed up. So I think the Dante theme may be an existing cover by Little V. I noticed a while back that Maximilian's one of his Patreon members, and oh wow, I've done no damage to him. God, how about the streaming curse? I usually do not do this awful on him. Let's go stay alive. Get some health back because I'm gonna get rocked. Yeah, the Dante theme. That may be the... I know Little V did it. It may be the cover that's up on his YouTube channel. And in the trailer, the Captain America theme, I believe that one's... They used his real name. I believe the YouTube channel is called Game Metal. And I believe that Captain America song cover is existing.
No need for the traffic to flip.
Okay. Got a chance now. Okay. See, I'd like to know what actual number his HP is, because it is ridiculous.
Congratulations!
The epic ending. So yeah, you beat arcade mode. This is the ending for every character. Congratulations. But I guess to be fair, it does have, you know, the cinematic story mode. Oh, sorry, Rod. I have all the DLC characters. Do I need the costumes? Because it's a lot. No, I would just get the characters. If you're primarily going to play this mod, I think they're going to redo all of the costume slots, if I'm not mistaken. And I may be wrong. I thought if you got the deluxe version, the $12 one, I thought that came with the costumes. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Trying to look here. Okay, here we go. I knew there was a way to... Here's how we can view the models. How do I rotate? I don't have an analog stick. Oops. Okay, there we go. It's amazing how much better they look. We can cycle through all the colors. That's cool. Super Turbo. I'm not real sure which ones are actual game colors and which ones are modded. Fairly sure this is a DLC costume, but they've changed the colors. That's cool. Let's see. Rather than let's go through all the characters, see how everybody looks. Yeah, that's crazy. They did this primarily with just tweaking the way the engine renders everything. Music up a little bit. Not too loud. X looks good. I'm more of a classic Mega Man player, but appreciate X as well. Here's what they did. I kind of dropped out of X after X2, so I don't know the lore. I don't really know what this costume is. It's something that came later. It's like a ZX. I'm really not sure. Here it looks good. I saw this in the trailer. I don't know what this costume is. It almost looks like Virgil or something. Is this a Devil May Cry mashup? Or another character? Jetta looks so much better. This makes me so happy. That's it. Oh yeah, Morgan looks good. Well, might as well just cycle through the costumes. I'll have to go back through everybody again. I do like that armor. This one's a DLC costume. I don't know if it's based on anything. Nothing I'm aware of. I think they just kind of gave him Marvel armor. That's kind of cool. That's definitely different. He didn't have those colors on the DLC version. Oh, that's really cool. They put the default colors on that armor. I'm guessing all of these probably are references to various things. I'm not super familiar with all of the characters. Morgan I'm a little more familiar with, so... Yeah, this color, there's her Lilith color that's in most games. That's pretty cool. The other ones are just, I guess, Darkstalker colors they enjoy. This one, this was DLC from regular Infinite, but I believe these colors are custom. That's pretty cool. Definitely want to go through these a little bit more. What did I do? I believe Chris has some it changed his DLC costume, I believe. Yeah, I saw that in the trailer. I've never really played Resident Evil enough to know if this is a I assume it's a reference to something. I don't know what. First game, maybe? That's cool. Oh yeah. And Nemesis looks so good. And they changed, I believe they've changed his color choices as well. That's his DLC outfit. Don't know if that's a reference to something or not. I never picked that one. I like the default. Who else we got going? Arthur. Arthur's fun in this game. I like him better in this one than Marvel 3. Put a little bit of time in with him. He's pretty fun. He's not great, but he's better in this one than 3, I believe. Fun to pair him with Firebrand. I need to put in a little more time and learn those characters. Don't believe they changed much with him, just the colors. That's cool. Oh, here we go. Somebody was wanting to look at Firebrand. 1,000 eyes, I believe. Yeah. He looks way better like this. Give him to hop around. But... Oops. Didn't mean to skip him. Do not remember... Most of these characters, I do not know what their color choices are. I do like that. It's kind of a Green Goblin. And that's his, yeah, it's his DLC outfit. I don't know if it's a Gargoyles Quest reference or if they just kind of made him look scarier. That's cool. Let's see, Strider. I mean, we know what he looks like. I like that one. I like the darker color. Actually, yeah, that was something I believe they did change. I think they did tweak him. Oops. I think they tweaked Strider a little bit to look more like the 2D version. I'd have to look at them side by side. I don't remember what they changed, but I think that was a character they changed a bit. That's cool. Yeah, that's definitely, that's not his DLC outfit. They changed that totally. I guess it's a reference to something. I don't know what. Oh yeah, Dante looks so much better like this. Like he's one of the characters I would point out from the default version of the game. It's just like, what were they doing with that art style? Dante looks terrible. And not Dante looks good as well, but everybody wants Dante. Oh, that's cool. Add a little body hair to Hagar. That's funny. Awesome. I like that. Mayor of Earth. Yeah, Hagar looks good. And again, whenever I see Hagar, the biggest balance change they made, any command throws removes all red health. So that's a big mechanic that they've changed. Yeah, Frank looks good. And everybody looks good. Oh yeah, this was DLC, the Proto Man costume. I guess it's a Elect Man colors. That's cool. Really cool. Let's see. Game downloaded, mod downloaded. Now what? Give me just a second here, and I can walk you through it if you want to wait. Let's see. So this was not. This was Marvel 3 DLC, the Rad Spencer skin. I'm glad we have that back. We did not have that in Marvel Infinite. Yeah, I forgot about Monster Hunter. She's a tank in this game. I want to learn how to use her. She seems like she could be a menace. Sigma is very good. I don't know how to use him, but I did the combo trials with him. And he seems like he's got some sick potential. He's looking good too. Dr. Light. Oh yeah. Captain Marvel looks so much better. Got a derpy face in her model. This was also DLC. They tweaked it a little bit. This was the Miss Marvel outfit. That's oh yeah, that's looking. She looks so much better with the new art style. We all know Iron Man. Oh, that's cool. War Machine colors. Silver Centurion colors. And this was DLC. This is... The comic didn't last long. There was a superior Iron Man, and there was like this whole Marvel storyline. It was called Axis, where some of the villains turned good and some of the heroes turned bad. They kind of just stopped it out of nowhere, and Iron Man kind of became not a full-on villain, but kind of a dick. And I believe this armor is made out of like symbiote technology he got from Venom or something. But the story never really went anywhere, and they just kind of dropped it, I think. Unless I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's about the time when I kind of took a hiatus from comics, so I could have totally missed something that happened. Captain America looks way different. I think it's just the coloring. It's kind of the MCU outfit, but they used comic book coloring. It looks so much better. This looks like the Marvel 3 costume. Yeah, his DLC costume's different than this. But that's cool. I didn't really like the DLC one. It's like a barbarian or something. Yeah, Hawkeye looks good. That's his Ultimate Marvel outfit. I believe that was DLC in the base game. Cool. But again, that brings up one of the things I don't understand. They wanted the game to look so much like the movies, the MCU, but then they used comic book outfits on some of them. So it's like, I don't know. It's like they didn't know what to do. Hulk looks way better. The biggest thing in this game is he's not bright green in the base. He's like this weird, like swamp green, like dark green. It's like, no, he needs to be bright green with purple pants. That's cool. We've got some. I've got the Gray Hulk. Go fix it. That was yeah, that was DLC on this. That's cool. Really cool. I like the colors they changed around. Thor looks a little different, I think. Yeah, and I'd have to see him side by side. I don't think he looked like this in the game. I could be wrong. Comic colors. Oh yeah, Ultimate Thor. That's awesome. I believe that was DLC, but made better color choices. And of course, Spider-Man. Oh, that's cool. This was a alt color in Marvel 3. This was a I think it was a Tron tie-in in the comics. He only had that costume briefly. That's cool. We got the Scarlet Spider. There's so many Spider-Man costumes. They could they could have a field day with all those. Superior Spider-Man. That one was DLC. Miles Morales. Oh, cool. We got 2099 Spider-Man. That's awesome. The movie version. I didn't know about that. That's awesome. Ultron. Some of them are references. This was DLC. I think this is the Phalanx Ultron from the comics. I believe that was part of Annihilation, maybe. It's been a while, I can't remember. Again, Gamora. She's more like the comic version in the MCU. That's cool. The more classic outfit. Which was DLC. These existed, but man, they look so much better now. Oh yeah, I know they changed him a little bit. They got some colors, and then they went to the more classic Guardians outfit for him, and this is what he had in Marvel 3. Whoops, skip him already. Yeah, that's cool. So, if you're a big Rocket fan, it's more like the comics, and again, what they used in Marvel 3. Yeah, some of these, I mean, like Nova especially, they look so much better. Even though they didn't have to change a whole lot. Just flattening out those textures and doing whatever magic they did to give that cel-shaded look. It looks so much better. I believe this was a DLC costume. I don't really know what the reference is. Looks almost like something Ultron related, but I don't know. I know who Nova is, but I'm not real familiar with his stories. Thanos, he's looking good. Oh yeah, so he's got, you can see in the model here, I about forgot, they gave him his Infinity Gauntlet. So I don't know if the character always has that. It sounds like he has access to all of the gems. So that's something we should pull up in training mode in a bit, just to check. But that's weird. Punisher Thanos. I don't know what that's about. But before I, do any training mode or anything, I will go back. Everybody's tuned in late. I know Thousand Eyes is waiting. I'll show you real quick how you install the mod. It's beyond easy. Let's see, Doctor Strange, very comic book looking. Oh yeah, I think that was it. He didn't have his gloves in the base model. I think that was weird. This is Defender's outfit, if I'm not mistaken. Use that more in around 2010 or so. Dormammu looks good. Seen him jumping around. His alt costume, I hate this. The DLC one, but they even made this look good. It looks so much better. Like, Scare and Glow from He-Man. Ghost Rider. Change his colors basically. Looks a lot better. He kind of suffered going from Marvel 3 to Infinite. Venom looks amazing. I love this. This is like I like the subtle red and blue shading on him. So this is definitely a Venom from the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. That's awesome. We've got Red Venom from Marvel 1. That's awesome. I haven't seen these yet. Anti-Venom. That was a DLC. That looks way better. Anti-Spider Venom? I don't know if this was a real one, but that's cool looking. Huh. That's cool. I thought there were more colors. I don't know if where I deleted the save file, so I think it does unlock colors as you go, because I did see in the trailer there was definitely that light blue Venom from Marvel 1. So yeah, I bet I have to. When I deleted everything, I was afraid that save file may have been a problem, so I need to put that back on so I can see all the colors. I'll probably do a video of that. I may have them. One of my video ideas is to get I've got the PS4 version. I may do them side by side, spin them around, and just show how different they look. So, Black Widow looks way different. I don't think this was in DLC or anything, so that's the other Black Widow. She was in the Thunderbolts, Yelena. Winter Soldier. Oh, that's cool. Gave him a Cable skin. I did not know that. That's funny. Good call. I guess that's everybody. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I must have to unlock all the colors again. So I'll do that later offline. But let me back it, switch out just real quick. Let me quit the game. That way I don't have windows jumping everywhere, and I'll kind of do a quick rundown how you install the mod. It's really easy. Despite that, I had some issues on my end. So if it doesn't work the first go around, don't be discouraged. So, give me 1 second here. On my download. So I downloaded mod. So you're probably looking at something similar to this. You want to go into the Beyond folder. So when you see this right here, here's the README. You can always double check that. That has the explanation on how to install all the mods. And this folder here, the MVCI folder, this is the important one. You don't have to go in this far, but I'm just showing you this content, the binaries. This is the important stuff. But you want to be right here where you see the README in the MVCI folder. And there's two ways to get to it. Easiest, and this is the easiest way. Either click the gear up here, go to in Steam, and go to Manage, Browse Local Files, or you can right-click in your library list here, Browse Local Files. So this goes to wherever you have your Steam library at in your computer. And if you've ever messed around, you may have seen this before Steam Apps Common. It's like the common folder, here's like all the games. You know, everything you've got installed should be in here. So when you browse local files, it's got you right inside of Marvel Infinite. And you'll want to get the download. Oops. Take the download here. I've already got it installed, so I'm not going to do it all the way. And just however you prefer to do it, just copy it and paste it into here. And when you paste, it'll probably ask, it depends on what version of Windows you're on. This will work for Steam Deck as well. I need to test it with mine. If you're in desktop mode, same thing. Paste it in here, replace all of the files. And so this MVCI folder will overwrite this one and the corresponding files in it. And once you do that, everything should be copied over. Something, I don't know if you need to do this or not. I've run into this with Marvel 3. You may want to actually go into your taskbar and totally shut down Steam and then reopen it. And then once you do that, I don't know if it's got to clear something out of the cache or what, but I've had issues with Steam just not wanting to update or something while I've got it open. But that, again, that could be a me thing. So again, don't be discouraged if it doesn't work the first try. I did everything correctly. And mine I kept crashing. I don't know why. I kept saying it gave some debug error, and I actually went into the, you go in MVCI, I believe it's in the saved. You can go in your logs here, and I had a crash log. And it kept saying something was wrong with the training stage pack, and that was making me crash. And I don't know how that could have even happened, because I installed, well, I didn't install it totally fresh from Steam itself. So if you have other computers running Steam on your network, it can see them, and if it has the game already, it's like, oh hey, I can just copy it over and not have to use bandwidth. And in many cases that's quicker, and that's what I did. So I don't know if there was something wrong with mine, the version I copied that it didn't like, and it may have even copied it off the Steam Deck, so I don't know if there was something that got lost in translation or copying, whatever. So what I ended up doing was uninstalling the game. So you can right click or do the gear, manage, uninstall. And also after I uninstalled, I went into the common folder, and Marvel Infinite was still in there, so I deleted it again to make sure it was totally out of the system. And then I reinstalled it fresh from Steam. And that seemed to do the trick for me. So it's not perfect. And if you run into any issues, definitely, you know, leave a message in the or leave a comment. Let me know. A lot of people are messing with this right now, so you know there's a lot of information out there. That like the game's not even been out 24 hours yet, so there's a lot of info still coming out, and things are going to change. And let's see. What was it? Uninstalling the game. Now you don't need to uninstall the game. I had to because something was wrong with mine, and I think that was because I copied it off of a different system, is what I was saying. In theory, especially if you just bought it, you should have no lingering files. And once you copy that over, the most important thing, so right here, the window I'm on now, this is what's inside of my Steam library right now for Marvel. So if I go in my Marvel folder, this is what I see. MVCI, MVCI. And you got to copy it that way. So like if you see an MVCI, like, I think what I've noticed in some of the forums and Twitter, some people are dragging this Beyond 1.0 folder in here. Do not do that. If you see MVCI Beyond 1.0, that means you haven't copied the right folder. You got to go this far to where you see README and MVCI. So when you see the same folder, this downloaded one's going to overwrite the old one, and that'll, you know, combine everything that needs to be combined and overwrite the things that need to be overwritten. When you launch it, it should work, but I wouldn't worry about uninstalling the game unless it doesn't work for some reason. But where you've got a fresh copy, I don't think that's going to be an issue. Again, I think that was a me problem, because when I started looking, nobody else mentioned that error or anything along that line. Something was, I don't know, something had gotten copied wrong or corrupted at some point, and when I deleted it and re-downloaded it, everything was fine. Because I've got the Steam Deck version. I mean, it's essential. I mean, it is the same. It just translates it. I just got a new computer, and so I think that original Steam, like I think the local transfer thing happened from the original computer to the Steam Deck, and then from the Steam Deck to my new computer. So I think at some point when I copied things, it didn't work. Let's see. So you're asking, which file do you copy over again? So here on the left, what I've got open, this is what you should see inside your Steam library. And what you have downloaded here, when you're in the directory where you see the README text in the MVCI folder, that's what you want to copy. So I just right click, Control C, whatever you want to do, copy that, and then paste it over here into the Steam. And if it asks if you want to overwrite the file, say yes. Because they've already got it in the correct directory structure. And that's one thing that makes it a little harder with Marvel 3. This is just like a coordinated effort. You got Maximilian directing all these people, and they're releasing it all under one banner. So this is just one mod. That makes it so much easier. With Marvel 3, you've got tons of people making individual characters. And sometimes when you download those, the folders are, you may have the root folder, you may just have the character and the data folder. I can't remember the structure off the top of my head. So those you got to be a little more familiar with and know what to copy where. So yeah, like Shin Raven's saying, so the MVCI folder from your zip goes into the MVCI in the root folder. So you want to see something like this. MVCI download goes over MVCI original. And once you overwrite that's it. They made it beyond easy. No mod manager like Street Fighter 5 or whatever. And again, Marvel 3's got a pretty good mod. I mean, it's got an amazing mod community as well. Where it's split among so many different people. And I mean, it's not like it's super standardized. I mean, you just have to know the structure of the files. And once you see them enough, it's like, okay, I know where that goes. And it's usually like they may have an extra root folder with Marvel 3. I think that's what trips some people up. I've had a lot of people comment on my tutorial video on that, which again, I need to redo that one. It's a little out of date. So no, do not delete the original MVCI folder. Just copy over the original with the just copy the new MVCI folder on top of the old one, and when it, if it asks what to do with files, just say overwrite or whatever. And yeah, I've seen a few comments, Shin Raven, saying people are putting the whole zip in the Steam folder. That's what I noticed too. So I think like right here when you extract it, you've got the parent folder MVCI Beyond 1.0. If you copy that over, that's not going to do anything except take up space. So you have to go in that folder, and you can see right here, they've got a README right here. And right here, they've got all the instructions. Unzip the file. Do not rearrange anything. You know, go to your local files. Like in Thousand Eyes' case, he just bought the game, so he doesn't have any mods or betas or anything. And you just get the unzipped MVCI folder and overwrite the original MVCI folder, and that should be it. Now again, I have had issues with Marvel 3. Like at this point, I know exactly where everything goes. And sometimes if I don't close Steam down and reopen it, they don't totally load. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it caches things or if it's something on my end. I mean, I had a you know, an older computer with an old hard drive, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe things weren't being realized somehow. So I did, when I originally installed it on mine, it kept crashing. And I mean, I followed the directions identically. I was streaming this last night, showed a bunch of people how to mod. Just, oh yeah, yeah. No, not overstepping at all. I appreciate it. I mean, just looking at some of the comments on Twitter and I think Reddit, I forget what I was looking at. Some of those I'm just like, how did you do that? like how was the 1.0 folder getting into the main one? It's like, I mean, granted, it's only written in English. I know there's, you know, you're going to run into language barriers, but I'm just like, it couldn't be any easier. Which, when it wouldn't work for me, I was like, what did I do? Just like, that was so easy. But there must have been something wrong with my original files. If you missed what I was saying, I did the, I just got a new computer, so I reinstalled all of my games, and with a lot of them, I did the LAN transfer thing that Steam does. So I think somehow something was wrong with the copy that I copied over. I don't know, maybe something on my local network screwed it up or whatever, but my log file kept saying the training mode stage was the problem. So I went back in the zip file, I found the training stage pack, copied it over, still got the error, could not make it stop. And so finally I was like, all right. And I just deleted it. I went to the Steam folder, deleted everything MVCI related, re-downloaded it, and then did it. Close Steam, reopen Steam. When I did that, it worked fine. So I don't know. That was a me problem, I think. Like something was wrong with my installation. It's possible I may have installed the balance update mod at some point and forgotten about it, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. But I don't know. I can't remember. So I just throw that out there. If you do everything correctly, especially if you have enough knowledge that you know how to copy this and not run into a problem, you're like, why is it doing a weird crash or whatever? I mean, that may be a solution, just to uninstall and start totally fresh. But Thousand Eyes here, I mean, he literally just bought the game, so I can't imagine that that's going to be an issue. Curious to see if he gets it running. But Jen Raven, thanks for stopping by. Have you put much time into this yet? Did you stream it for a while last night? Just you rusting and getting the player matches. That's cool. Yeah, I was kind of doing the same. I played through arcade mode. Yeah, like riding a bike. This one's pretty it took me like a round or two and the muscle memory kicked back in, and I was like, okay. But I never really put a lot of time into this originally. Ironically, I was making videos for my channel, I don't know, a few years ago, and when I did the playthrough of all the bosses, I didn't know how to play this game, because I kind of gave up on it pretty quickly. And so when I it's bugging out. So what's it doing? Has it bugging out? But the game is hideous. it's so ugly. But when I started playing around with it, I'm like, you know what? I was like, this game's actually kind of fun. And when I got a Steam Deck, this one's a lot easier to play with a controller than Marvel 3. So I started playing it more mainly on my deck. And I was like, you know what? This is actually a pretty fun game, even though it's ugly as sin. So I was beyond excited when this got announced. I mean, it just looks and sounds the way it should have. It's so beautiful. Yeah, and the 4-button style, it actually makes this game easier. And I mean, I'm using a joystick, but if you play with a controller, I think the 4-button thing, the 4-button layout makes it so much easier. So Thousand Eye says it's searching for required files. Did you delete anything? So you should just copy the downloaded MVCI over top of the existing MVCI folder. And it shouldn't require any deleting. And something you may want to try, I don't know if this is everybody's experience. A lot of times when I've installed Marvel 3 mods, I have to close out Steam completely. You know, don't just X out the window, like go in the task manager, right click and exit Steam. Or I guess you can do it up here. Does it exit Steam when you do that? Okay, yeah, if you go to file and hit exit Steam, you can do that and then reopen it. That could be an issue. I don't know if that actually affects anything. I have noticed with Marvel 3, sometimes that causes a problem. My folder looks just like yours. Okay. Maybe try the Steam thing. Close, go up to the Steam menu and hit exit. Close it out and then reopen it and then try it. So yeah, Shin Raven, make sure you're not putting the MVCI folder inside of the MVCI folder. Yeah, if you drag it, that's easy to do. You can mess up if you got your Steam folder. So my Steam library is on the left and my downloads on the right here. If you open MVCI and you see these 3 folders, do not copy it here. If you take MVCI and drag it here, that's not going to work. You gotta take MVCI and drag it into the folder here, like drag it somewhere below these, and then it should, you know, ask if you want to copy over or whatever, whether you're on Windows 10, 11, or whatever. I've got it sitting right here. I've got my Steam Deck. I do want to try, it's the same process. I haven't messed with it on Steam Deck, but I presume you just go to desktop mode, you know, download it, plug in your USB, whatever you got the mod file on, and do the same thing. Just browse local files, and these are just like, you're not messing with the executable or anything. You're just replacing game assets, which are the same. And really, the Steam Deck, it's running essentially the Windows version anyway. It's just being translated, which just made me think of something. Shin Raven, thank you for the YouTube sub. Since you've been modding too, Shin Raven, I'm curious if you have a Steam Deck or if you've talked to many people who have messed with it. I noticed, this is not mod related, and I haven't taken the time to look at it. Okay, we do have a Steam Deck. So I think I updated SteamOS, I don't know, a month ago, and MVCI runs like shit on mine. So I don't know if like I changed the version of Proton it's using, or if I have something going on. Is yours? I mean, it's not like it's a new game, and I can't imagine the version of Steam would have dragged it down that hard. Is your MVCI running weird on Steam Deck? And this is, I'm not talking about the mod. I'm just talking about the game. Like, I don't know. Actually, I've got it booted into something else right now, so I can't really look. It ran perfect on my Steam Deck for forever. I've had it installed on mine pretty much since day one, and I got like a launch edition Steam Deck, and it's been totally fine. And then, of course, once I'm excited for this mod, I noticed, and it may have been a coincidence because I hadn't played it in a bit. I installed a Steam update, and once I did that, it ran like trash. But I mean, trash may be an overstatement. It's probably running at like 90 to 95% speed. While I say that, I'm going to reboot it. Something I do with mine. It's probably unnecessary, especially at this point. It's just something I was used to using. Of course, because I'm wanting to show it, it's not going to boot up here. So like, I have bought a Sarah on mine for all my retro stuff. So this is all on an SD card. So I just boot this up like a different OS. It's just, Linux based. If I can find something that's not going to be chroma keyed. So I have it on that sometimes. But that's on an SD card. It's totally different. Thousand Eyes, it worked. Awesome. Was it the resetting Steam? Was that what did it? There were so many times I got dejected over Marvel 3. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I know how to install. I know how to copy a folder into a folder. And it wouldn't work. And then I think I would restart the computer or restart Steam. Whatever I did, and I was like, wait, okay, now it's working. But that's awesome. I'm glad that works, man. See, once you understand it, it's infinite and beyond easy. They couldn't have made, unless they made an installer, I guess, they couldn't have made this mod install any easier. Like, people doing this, they've not messed with, I'm trying to think. I've not been much of a modder. I can't imagine, I mean, Street Fighter V is pretty ridiculous unless you have the mod manager. That's the only one I've really had familiar with, that I've been familiar with. I used to mod, Quake back in the day. That was much easier. Trying to look here at my Marvel Infinite on Steam. Oh, well, I forgot I'm running Windows something on this computer, so obviously it's not going to be using Proton. Actually, yeah, the other thing I have going on, and this may be the problem. I forgot about this. This is what I need to experiment with. I have Decky. If you have a Steam Deck, you may mess with it. So Decky, that adds all the extras. Like the screen recorder, which I guess is not really needed at this point. Now it's built into Steam. I wonder if this is taking resources away that's slowing down MVCI. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe my hard drive is like totally full and that's causing a speed issue. I don't know. But yeah, I traveled recently, and when I opened up MVCI, I was shocked at how bad it was running. Not unplayable, but it was noticeably laggy and kind of skippy. But that aside, that's a me problem. I'm glad Thousand Eyes got that going. And yeah, Quake mods. Quake 1 mods. Yeah, I messed with those. Quake 2 probably a little more. Actually, speaking of Quake mods, so I'm a bit of a data hoarder, and I found something crazy, and it's still floating around on the internet too. I have a Quake 3 mod that I want to make a video on. It's gosh, when was this? It was probably, I guess it was early 2000s. Somebody made a Dragon Ball Z Quake 3 mod, and it was actually really fun. It was called Bid for Power, and I found out that I still have the the mod files for that. I assume they work. I mean, when I looked online, it looks like the exact same final version. It actually got shut down by I guess Funimation shut it down for using it. Okay, yeah, you know what it is, Bid for Power. So yeah, it got shut down by whoever, you know, Funimation or Toei or whatever, and they kept working on it, but they made it generic, and you know, generic characters that weren't Dragon Ball characters. But yeah, I found I guess it's the final version that had Dragon Ball characters, so I need to make a video on that because that's ridiculous. I can't imagine many people remember that. So that's amazing you do. That's awesome. I haven't messed with that. Gosh, that was probably like, I mean, that was literally 20 plus years ago when that came out. And oh, but you could download the Dragon Ball skins later on. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I never saw that. I just had the whoever they had, the generic ones. That's not shocking. I think when they changed it, I kind of lost interest and moved on to different games. I mean, because I think that was pretty late in the Quake 3 life. Yeah, the mod skins for Bid for Power. Well, that's good to know. I'll have to look and see what I can find on those. That's pretty funny. But yeah, most of my modding is that old. And ironically, or I guess there's no irony to it, but Counter-Strike, I mean, it's a Half-Life mod. That's what I played for years. And yeah, I think a lot of people forgot that. So Counter-Strike was, you know, just a Half-Life mod. Let's see, thousands. How does one make the game fit their screen? So if you go into the settings, I believe it's display. You have to change it from windowed to full screen, I believe. Oh yeah, Day of Defeat. Yeah, that's a mod too. I still have, honestly, it must have changed at some point. Like I still have some of those Valve games that have the Steam codes on them when Steam was like brand new. But yeah, somewhere on here. Where is it? I know I still have Day of Defeat. Oh, because I don't have the full thing here. Yeah, Deathmatch Classic. I've got all my Half-Life stuff attached. I looked at my account age, and it's not as old as I thought it should be, so I may have switched accounts at some point, but yeah. Yeah, Day of Defeat. I forgot about that. I played that quite a bit. We didn't have... So I originally lived in the middle of nowhere, and we didn't have good internet at all, and we did most of our gaming at a LAN center. They had like a T1 hookup when nobody had cable in the area, so that was the way to do it. And we spent a lot of time with Counter-Strike and Day of Defeat. Yeah, it just feels like Day of Defeat just kind of got left in the dust. I guess Call of Duty kind of cannibalized that whole market. Yeah, I visited my brother not too long ago, and he still has a Counter-Strike DVD case, like just sitting out. You know, speaking of, hang on, I just looked up. I forgot. I don't have much stuff, so most of my stuff's in storage, but I do have a few things here. That you're old school PC gamer, you'll probably like this. These aren't my original ones. I was doing something and I found an eBay auction that was dirt cheap. So somebody had a lot of all these old FPS games. Got Quake 2, Quake 3. I forgot I got Half-Life, so I've got a Half-Life case and Unreal Tournament, and they still had the manuals too. So each one of them has the I don't have the box, but they've all got the manuals. So that's just chilling on my shelf. I was going to do a video. I forgot what there was a reason I was looking at these. I think Quake. I was messing around with Quake 2. I wanted to get a Quake 2 mod server running again, and then I realized, oh, people are still running that same mod. Yeah, so these aren't mine. I was shocked at how good condition they're in. I mean, they're like I still have a couple of these. Mine are not in this good condition. It looks like they opened them once to install it, and that was it. Oh, okay. I got confused here for a second. Unreal Tournament's in one of the it's in one of those doubles. I'm afraid I'm gonna break it with one hand. It's in one of those double CDs that folds down. I was like, what's going on? Haven't seen one of those in forever. Player. It rings a bell. May have to play Quake 2. I probably did. I think I used GameSpy a lot. I do remember that. I'm gonna pull this up on my browser. If I see it, it may jog my memory. Player. Don't think you mean the media player. Oh, okay, I see the logo now. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think GameSpy actually bought it out. Maybe. Yeah, not a media player. Yeah, okay. Yeah, when I saw that logo, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that. Just came back to me. But yeah, I think, oh, it says the same people. It was related to X-Band, the console thing. I never had that, but I do remember it existing. But yeah, I guess this kind of got merged into GameSpy Arcade at some point. I definitely remember using GameSpy more, like to filter it out to find the mod servers. Quake 2, I probably put the most time in Jailbreak for Quake 2. I think that's what led me into finding this on eBay. I was going to build my own, you know, like, I forgot what the exact premise of the video was, like making a Quake 2 server in 2023 or 24, whenever I did that. Yeah, so, yeah, like with Doom and the first several, or couple Quake games, yeah, you had to have the IP address or freaking dial into the other person's modem for 56K. I definitely did that some. And yeah, so when those like MPlayer and GameSpy, when those came out, that made it so much easier. And again, you could filter by mod. That was the main reason I used I assume MPlayer. It's hard to remember now. I have GameSpy burned in my mind because you probably, I'm sure you use that too. You know, you'd open it up and it had that splash screen and it would be like, "Welcome to GameSpy," and then it would start loading the list. But yeah. So here we are, still modding. This one's a lot more fun though. But yeah, I really hope they keep working on this. What they've done so far, it's just beautiful. It's what this game needed. It's so ugly, like the base game, and they kind of took the, I don't know, the Marvel 3 aesthetic, but with more horsepower. I guess that's a way to explain it. And I mean, honestly, the whole thing seems like a job application from Maximilian to direct a Marvel vs. Capcom game. Which hey, after seeing this, I'm totally on board. Freaking make MVC 4 or 5 or whatever you want to call it, and let's just have more of this. But until then, this mod has so much promise. I love it. Like, I have like 2 copies of Marvel 3, so I've got the modded one and the unmodded one because I still play both. But after playing this one, I'm like, I don't even need the original one anymore. Oh yeah, and that, speaking of it, made me. So yeah, the game system is so good. Yeah, and I got this game day one, and I was just kind of like, oh, like it's okay. And then I kind of didn't give it a chance and just moved on. And I think I may have been moving at that time, so it just kind of got lost in the shuffle. And yeah, just bad scenario all around. But yeah, once you, and I've said this in my comments for years, like if you can just get past the way it looks and play it, like the mechanics are so solid. Before the mod, Maximilian had put his settings for the .ini file that managed the graphics of Unreal 4 settings. You can't. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, he had a video a long time ago, didn't he, where he like kind of messed around with it, and just by pure coincidence, I think I saw Ren on Twitter, and they were working on whatever Unreal Engine game they were messing with. I mean, it basically looked like a 3D like Mugen game. And then, I was kind of following that. I mean, I guess progress would trickle out here and there. And then out of nowhere, Maximilian's like, yep, we're working together to fix MVCI. And I was like, hell yeah. Because I do want to see what happens with that engine that Rem was working on. I hope they're still doing that. That looks like it could be really cool. And I mean, literally be a 3D version of Mugen. So we can have 3D versions of Final Ryu where he can do one super move and take out the whole roster with a 6,000 hit combo. Let's see, is MVCI delay based or rollback? No, I don't know. That was a very good question. I'm gonna Google it and see. There's actually a post on Reddit 7 years ago. The netcode is godlike. Huh. I don't know what it is. Everybody spoke highly of the netcode 7 years ago. Oh yeah, somebody, I mean, this is just one random person on Reddit. They say it's rollback. Huh. Well, if that's true, that's cool. I wonder if they modded that, or if they could mod that in if it's not, but based on some random dude on Reddit, or 2 random dudes on Reddit, they say it's rollback, so I'll go with that. Trying to think anything else. Let's see, so I don't know. I was just getting matched early on with people out of my area, but as the night went on, I guess the pool of online players was getting larger, and I was having better matches. Yeah, that's true. It came out pretty late in the day too, didn't it? I was kind of hanging around waiting, and it seemed like it was. I'm East Coast, so I don't think I saw it until like 10 p.m. or so. Maybe a little earlier than that. So it may have been people that were a little further back. Okay, 10:30 p.m. I was waiting for it all day. I kept checking and I'm like, come on, man. I want to stream it. And by the time it came out, I'm like, well, I don't have time to install it. And even if I tried, like it, again, I don't know what happened with mine. It did not work, but I persevered. Mine uninstalling, re-downloading, and doing it again made it work. So I don't know. Again, I think if anybody's watching this, especially the VOD or whatever, and when I do a tutorial video, I definitely want to point this out. When mine got copied from, I assume, the Steam Deck. I think that's where my version came from. Something may have gotten lost in translation because I did nothing different. It's not my first mod either, so I did everything. This one's so easy. Like, if you just read the instructions, you should not mess it up. And I saw somebody like raging somewhere, like saying that the instructions are terrible, blah blah blah, and I'm like they're not. There's like nothing to it. I mean, if the yeah, it was super easy. The only thing I could figure is I have had issues with some mods in Steam in general where I have to close down Steam and reopen it. I don't know if that's the norm or if it's something. I'm not exactly using cutting edge hardware, so I don't know if that's a me problem or whatever. See, the game is a bit too laggy. So when I first opened it on mine, I noticed mine was kind of laggy. I don't know, but I'm guessing this game may have to load shaders. So if you just, I guess I don't know if you have to leave it on or what, but if you play it for a little bit, it should be okay. Because he says he's running an RTX 4060, so I believe that's overkill for this game. As long as you have enough, I would assume as long as you have enough RAM, which, I mean, I can't imagine that it'd take a lot of that either. I mean, how old's, I mean, if your GPU's that recent, I'm assuming your computer's not that old. Yeah, I mean, well, again, I mean, I've been playing MVCI on the Steam Deck, so I mean, if the Steam Deck can handle it, any kind of GPU made in the last, I don't know, 6 years should be able to handle it, no problem. You know, unless you've got a memory issue going on or something, maybe. But I'm not positive. I think the game, a lot of these newish games do have to load shaders, which once those are loaded, it should speed it up. Mine was pretty choppy in the beginning, and I don't know if that's the case or if I had something going on in the background that I didn't notice, but that's a possibility. Want to test online? Yeah, we can test online. I assume everybody playing this right now has got this mod anyway, so I don't think we have to worry about compatibility. Turn my background music off. What are you doing? I thought I full screened you.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Beyond.
That intro's so good. The screen is a billion times better. So like the default MVCI screen is just black with the logo, no music, nothing. It's like, okay, cool, welcome. Thanks for buying our game, please play it. But this one's like full of energy. I don't even know if I've ever played this online on Steam. I think just PS4. try a casual match, I guess. Pop in real quick, see if it works. Yeah, that's what I had to do too. I think I just installed Marvel Rivals, and I was like, this game is so gigantic. I had no space.
I am the beginning and the end.
Dormammu!
You should consider this an honor.
We're seeing this live here. I've never played Steam Deck. I mean, not Steam Deck. I've never played MVCI online on Steam. But it's safe to say it's probably the most active right now. Do a match or two, see what happens. There's probably people that never stop playing, so I'm gonna get annihilated.
Only one team will be left standing.
That's the issue I have too, Shin Raven. Like, I had to get an SD card, and some of the games, you know, the really old games, I just moved over to SD. That way the speed didn't matter. There's definitely new people. That's cool. I'll have to look at it. I don't really,
who betray the truth.
I don't really know how to play this one at a high level.
Is to face the might of his people.
Ready!
Ooh.
Fight!
I did super. Thought I did.
Time for the hunt. Time for the hunt.
No need for trapping the flesh.
Ah, it lagged on me.
Be gone! Time for the hunt. Fear of hunting. Father, forgive me! Eviscerate!
Yeah, this is pretty laggy. This person's just jabbing like crazy. I don't think I know how to play.
Stay grounded. Reaper, good. Burn the cinder. Shall we do this? The last bit of light is released. Good. Be gone.
I just got the achievement for playing online. I am on Wi-Fi, so that's probably, you know, this and streaming at the same time, probably not great for the connection. Oh, Thousand Eyes wants to play. Yeah, give me 1 sec. Let me. Create a room here. Cool, you finally played it. Guess I'll turn everything off here. In case randos join. Okay, didn't know how this works. So, if you see it up there, Thousand Eyes, there's the lobby ID. I guess that's the way you join on this. Kind of like think it's how Fatcade works, isn't it? I've done it a little bit. I can't remember. I haven't really played online much of anything since Marvel 3, so I don't really know how this functions. If anybody else is watching and wants to hop on, just use the code up there. Seppi, what is up? Finally streaming. My camera's a bit jank. I don't usually stream on PC. I'm actually running a Mac. I dual boot into Windows for some games, and this mod just came out, which is amazing. And Raven may join in a bit. Yeah, so I just installed this mod. A couple people watching on the YouTube side maybe joining in too. We'll see here. But lobby IDs. Might as well just memorize it, right? That's not hard. Yeah, I don't typically stream that often. Most of my activities on YouTube, and I usually just make videos. Oh, there we go. 1,000 eyes. Let's start a fight. But yeah, I do all my streaming and recording on my Mac OS side, so not all of my settings carried over to Windows.
I am the beginning and the end.
Dormammu!
You should consider this an honor.
Dare to believe you can survive!
Thank you for stopping by, Seppi. I stream on Twitch, but most of my viewers end up on YouTube, so whatever. Yeah, Shinraven. Yeah, I dual stream. Like, I have more. I mean, I'm about to hit 15K subs on YouTube, so I mean, just by turning it on YouTube, I'd have way more people finding me than Twitch.
No need for the tactics of flesh.
Behold the dark. Stay grounded.
Damn, these guys power our combos. There's a whole combos too. Damn. Alright. I think he's played it before.
Playtime is over. No need for the tactics of flesh.
Amazing danger!
Cinder. Chaotic blast.
Spectacular!
Eviscerate!
Messed up. Good game. Well, he needed help modding. He didn't need help know how to play. Guess it's I hit something? Okay. I've never, I don't remember how the lobby works on this. I don't think I've really played it since launch.
I am the beginning
It'll be
and the end.
Dormammu, you should consider
all the time
who will
with these
come out
guys.
on top.
A freaking Hawkeye. Giuseppe, thank you for the 30-bit giant emote. Appreciate it.
Ready.
Laser it! Flip around! Flip around! Brister! Here we go! This one! Here we go!
You cannot withstand. Dormammu! Reaper! Arise! Arise! Hold the darkness!
How about it, Cole?
Stay grounded!
Shotgun! How about it, Cole?
You cannot withstand. Dormammu! Burst the cinder! Chaotic blade! Burst the cinder! Shall we do? Ready your end! Enter the banquet of the abyss! How was that? Awesome!
So many bullets and arrows.
Dick boom! Piercing bolt! Piercing! Crit! Shotgun! Incendiary! Landmine! Well done! Hawkeye! Dick boom! Laser! Here we go!
Can't make my move come out.
Burst the cinder! Chaotic blade! Don't overestimate yourself!
Crit! One! Shotgun!
Counter.
Hawkeye! Free shot!
Stay grounded! Burst the cinder! Chaotic blade!
Didn't mean to do that. I guess that works.
Did you enjoy? Awesome! Side! Reaper!
Incendiary! Landmine! Shotgun! For shotgun!
Level 1.
Hawkeye! Scattershot! Here's the bolt! Boom! Big boom! Degree shot!
Nice, good game.
Always on the mark.
Yeah, Dormammu is big. Yeah, good game. Let's see. I want to keep picking the same characters, but those are the only ones I really know. Let's see. I'll try somebody different just so I'm not
Firebrand.
doing that. So before I forget, I want to tell you your award level offense. Yeah, thank you.
Black Widow.
What's the mission?
I can say dirty
Dare to
things.
believe you can survive.
I like that the whitest dude ever won the rap battle. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I like Jackbox. I used to play that a lot. I tried to stream on Twitch like years ago, like it's probably like 2016 maybe, and my internet was just so bad I couldn't do it. And Jackbox, whichever ones were out at the time, it was like the initial stuff I tried, but
Ready.
I just didn't have the bandwidth.
Holy armor! Fire! Holy
I'm gonna get wrecked. As I'm messing with this, I'm like, I don't remember how to use Firebrand.
Spectacular.
holy flame!
He's so different in this one than 3. Looks like a younger Michael McKean that never did drugs or liquor. I'll have to look it up. I can't remember who that is. Crap. Oh, I didn't mean to pick Reality Stone. What am I doing? Wait. How did I get Black Widow? What am I doing?
You messed with the wrong Avenger! You're cornered!
I don't know what I've done. So I didn't realize I had Black Widow. I thought I had her.
Shock! My gift to you! So gullible!
I've literally never picked her, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Target locked! This will wake you up!
Spectacular. Good.
I think.
Good game. I don't know what I did. I think I was looking at chat. I didn't realize I was Black Widow until too late, and I was like, oh. And after I played with it, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't remember how to use Firebrand in this one at all.
I am the beginning and the end.
Dormammu. You should consider this an only one.
Must have run out of time.
Standing.
Let's see. If the select has a timer or what? Yeah, it's Firebrand, where are you hiding that junk? What are you hiding?
Ready.
You cannot withstand.
Calm down, Nova. Oh, Spider-Man fast.
No need for traffic and flex.
Drop the free combo. Oh my god, it's thrown.
Eviscerate! Air attack! Danger! Submission shall be your salvation. Enter the banquet of the abyss.
Jetta messed it up. finally won one. Good game, man.
Spectacular.
I need to learn more characters. These are the only two I know.
What would you
I don't
like
know
me to burn next?
that great. And yeah, Nova from the New Warriors. I can you control Soulstorm so well. Honestly, Marvel 1, freaking what is it, cross fever mode or crossover attack? I played a lot of Marvel 1, so I got used to controlling both characters at the same
I
time.
am the beginning and the end.
Dormammu,
You should consider this an
Multitasking.
go beyond your limit.
It's the only gem I really know how to do much with. Again, I gave up on this game early on, so I didn't put a whole lot of time in it, but this this mod, I mean, it looks so good.
Ready.
I'm definitely going to be putting some more time with it. I know Monster Hunter's a tank. That's all I remember. You know something I don't remember? How do you do the emergency tag? I never have to use that in arcade mode, so I don't know how you do it. There's like 2 bars or something. Good God, Monster Hunter. Good Lord.
You prove yourself worthy. No need for the tactics of flesh.
Fantastic.
No need for the tactics of flesh.
You messed it up. Baited me into that.
Shall we pause? This shall be your end. Be engulfed by the darkness. Did you enjoy? Awesome.
There we go.
There's more to fighting.
Is that your main team? That's sick. I could probably do one more, and I think I may need to sign off. Sep, you haven't played a fighting game like this since the second Street Fighter game. Yeah, they get a little more crazy.
But you only have 3 bars. It's kind of unfair.
Yeah, I'll do one more, and then I'm probably gonna hop off. It's getting late here. yeah, go home and live.
I am the beginning and the end.
Dormammu,
You should consider
I
this
hate
an
to put.
honor.
only one team will be left
I
standing.
hate picking the same people over and over, but these are the only characters I really know in this one. I need to go through the combo trials and all that.
I get ready.
Oops. Damn it, it lagged right when I hit the button.
Good.
You cannot withstand. Your marvel. Get it. No need for the traffic to play.
Incredible.
Where are you going?
Great.
Couldn't get my stone.
Good.
Good game.
He who has the best toys wins.
Okay.
Yeah, good game. Probably have to call it a night right there, though. But I'll add you on Steam. That's fine. I want to find more people to play with.
Clean. It's clean. It's clean. It's clean.
Yeah, good games. Yeah, that's cool. That definitely makes me want to get back into this. Well, not even back into it. Get into it at all. I really never gave this game a chance due to how hideous it looked. I love that art, by the way, the Venom pizza. Yeah, good games. Oh, cool. Definitely want to play around with this more. It's been fun. And I hope they keep adding to it. Like, I mean, just 1.0 and it's so good. But, let me see here. Yeah, Soulstorm. It's hard, but honestly, yeah, Marvel 1. I spent so much time doing the, building up to a level 3 and doing the crossover combination. I think that's what it's called. Whatever the dual team attack, whatever they call it in that one. I messed around with that a lot. So when I saw it was in this, I'm like, oh, hey, there we go. So that's the only stone I've messed with. I don't know any strats with reality or power or anything. Yeah, I mean that's how it is in Marvel 1. If you can get one character on each side, like it's just too hard to block everything. But your freaking characters were ripping all over the screen so fast I couldn't touch them. That was good. That was good. Yeah, and sometimes you just get lucky and hit those supers at the right time, like if you're on the right side. What am I trying to say? If you do the hey, Pure Blood Rock, thanks for stopping by. If you do the Jetta grab super and the Dormammu fireball tracking ball super. That's pretty awful because he'll get thrown out right on top of it. Thanks for stopping by, Rock. We just did some online matches. So this game's like 7 years old, but it just got a huge mod that made it worth playing. And this is, if you're in the fighting games, this is the talk of the town right now. Yes, this is so much better. I look forward to playing it more. See who's online right now. Oh. Well, Ken is on, so for us Twitch people, I will probably raid. So yeah, so I'm simul streaming. So hey everybody on YouTube, thanks for joining me. I guess this is where we're gonna call it quits. Oh yeah, Zero. So yeah, they figured out how to add character slots on Marvel 3. Sort of. I mean, I guess they don't have like, you can't see them, but if you, it's almost like I'm trying to think of an example, like actually Shin Raven, yeah, so they've, yeah, when they originally did it, you had to use like alternate color slots, and now I guess it was earlier this year, they kind of added new character slots. You can't see them. It's almost like Street Fighter EX plus Alpha, where you gotta like move off screen to the boxes you can't see, and there's a bunch of invisible slots that way. Yeah, like KOF 11, something like that. You can still navigate. You just can't see the boxes. That's where Marvel 3's at now, and it's still fairly active. I think all the attention has shifted to Infinite now. Rock, you were mad funny in Jackbox last night. Just want to tell you, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I like being gross. And, oh yeah, they added, yeah. So like the boss characters in MVC1. I forgot they added. Somebody made Onslaught in Marvel 3. I saw them, but I didn't actually mess with them. I need to go back. There's a few characters that got modded that I haven't really messed with Marvel 3 mods in a few months, so I need to go back and do that. But again, thanks everybody for watching. I hope this helped on YouTube. I'll put some chapters in for people that go back and watch the VOD, like how to install the mod and everything. You know, once you know what you're doing, it's easy. Yeah, Zero. Yeah. They've got Onslaught in Marvel 3. Last I looked, he wasn't finished, but I mean, he pretty much had all of his moves from Marvel 1. But it's been months since I've looked at that, so I don't know if they did any more with them or what. But I'm going to call that a stream. So YouTube, here's where we say farewell. And yeah, Carnage, Captain Commando, Psylocke. They've actually got, if you haven't messed with it in a while, they have an online pack for Marvel 3. I think it's the Havengers Tournament mod or something. And it's almost like Beyond. It's like it's got all the mods that are out there right now, like compressed into one. It's mainly for online play. You can't do, it's got a bunch of broken arcade characters. But if you're playing online, it's got everybody. And yeah, Captain Commando, like he's been updated. He's got all of his friends with him now too. So yeah, Marvel 3 mods, they're still doing stuff. Definitely check it out. That's also on Nexus Mods. But thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna stop YouTube right now. In that, take it easy. Thanks for everybody that subscribed and hung around. I'll try to do these more often. If you have Twitch, check me out also on Twitch. Generally I simul stream, but sometimes I may do some streams on Twitch that aren't on YouTube. May or may not be game related. I'm gonna cut this off, but thanks everybody.